Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? First of all, I want to thank God for waking me up this morning. Because I tell you, without Him, I would not be here. Without Him, I would not be clothed this morning. Without Him, I would not have been able to eat anything this morning. God has been good to me. I tell you, every day He's good to me. So I want to thank everybody who's listening, all my listeners, all my supporters. I really appreciate you. If you're not up, get your coffee, get your tea. Let's get ready because it's going to be a great show. You're in for a treat. All right. So I would like to introduce my host, Sharon Pearson.
Hey, everybody.
Well, Sharon, did you have anything to say?
Well, just quick, I just came back from Texas.
Wow.
And I also, 2 films that I'm in are on Tubi. Bedside,
yes.
Check it out. And
yes.
also Safety Graduation Day.
Yes.
And I just want to tell everybody, vote, no vote, no voice. Because there was a lot of shenanigans that went on. I was helping with a campaign in Texas, so no vote, no voice.
All right. Wonderful. But I want to give a shout out to all the birthdays in March. Okay, anybody have a birthday in March? Shout out to you. Any sick and shut-in people, trust me, the prayers are there for you. We don't know everybody's situation, but I'm just letting you know we're praying for you and praying for your health and good to heal for whatever's going on with you. All right. So guess what? We got the questions. We have a question for our guys. Earl Contee, who is my manager. Let's go over here. Come over here, Earl Contee. And we have Brett Jolly. Yes. Come on over, guys.
Come on over for the man cave.
Yes. Look at your mask.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
The Dr. Rock Show.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
How are you? How you guys doing?
Doing fine.
All right. Well, I'm a little too close to you.
close.
No, that's fine.
never
got close.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
It's
It's all right.
close.
Yes, it's
We're
fine.
married 23 years. How could you be too
Yeah,
close?
it's nothing wrong with that. Well, what I want to say to you guys, what do y'all think about they want to bring the National Guards here because of all the violence that's going on in Philadelphia? What do you think about that?
You want to go first?
You can go first.
Well, the thing is, when you bring the National Guard in, what do you bring them in for?
Okay.
You got the police here.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's kind of interesting because the one thing about, the kids, and most of the stuff is being done by kids, kids are a certain being. Like, in other words, like, if you don't give kids activity, they will create their own activity.
Right.
And I know this because I used to, I once managed an apartment complex, and the kids were vandalizing everything, and I said, you know what, I'm going to build a basketball court on the premises. When I did it, those same kids that were committing violence and vandalism, they came into my office and they said, can we clean off the area where the basketball court's going to be built? You got to give them something to do. Yeah. Because if not, they're going to create whatever they want to, and it may not be lawful.
It's really bad out here with all this killing and, and then there's kids that's killing kids. It's sad, what's going on. Yeah. So what would you have to say?
Oh, well, first of all, to combat all this gun violence and shooting and killing and stuff, and the kids got to put, matter of fact, they got to put, in a sense says they got to put, Jesus back into the
Amen.
back into the
I was worried he was going to
back
say.
into the schools for prayer or whatever you believe in, Jesus, Allah, whoever, back into schools.
They would be different.
So we can show more love and
right.
And togetherness and that it starts from right there.
We got a call already.
I'm gonna hold off my thought
That's
for
what's
now.
You're on a recorded line.
Yes.
Hello, it's a show, DrRoxanneContee show.
Yes, Grand Rising, sister.
All right, how are you?
Yes, ma'am. This is Joy, a.k.a. you just a hostess, because I love you guys.
All right, it's Crystal calling.
Did I call too soon?
Hello.
Did you call too soon?
No.
No, we just talk. We just have a question. If you're looking on my Facebook page, we just have a question for the guys, and they're answering a question about violence and about the National Guards. So we're just talking about that now. So we thank you because I do. You know what? I meant to mention to everyone, okay, that callers, if you're a third caller, you win a free ticket to my show. You have to be the third caller though. If you would like to, this is the free ticket. Callers, call on up. I meant to say this. I'm sorry, but the third caller, not the first, the second, but the third caller. Okay. So if you're looking at my show, if you're the third person, you get a free ticket. But thank you, Crystal. So Crystal is right on my Facebook page, and we getting ready to have the Queen on and Mr. Dave soon. But we just answering the question with the guys about the National Guards
And the gun violence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, no. So I'm the first caller.
Yes.
Yep, so-
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What you calling in for a ticket for?
No. All right.
That's all right.
All right. Yeah. The third caller is the one that will win the ticket.
Okay.
All right. All right. So you're the first.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you for calling, though. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, love. Okay.
Not the second, not the first, the third,
The
y'all.
third caller. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Getting back with the gun violence and stuff.
no, you said.
Man, I wasn't finished. I got cut off.
Oh, okay.
You know, they gotta have better laws.
Yes.
They got better laws. It's skipping the laws, and I believe that they should bring back stop and frisk.
Yes.
As a bus.
believe that too.
Okay,
That's a whole nother.
No, it's not. It's all equate the same thing. Because as a bus driver, I deal with these kids. I deal with 66 kids every day,
Yeah.
and I see kids with guns in their pocket, and they walk right past the police and stuff. And that's why I said, I believe in stop and frisk.
Yeah.
But we ain't
You
stopping
know,
and
I
frisking.
believe in that,
I don't.
and
You know,
because the fact is,
Like I said,
because
that's
that's why
another
who's
Yeah.
doing the most violence and who's killing the children.
Oh, we got a
You
number
know,
2.
so-
It's all about your mindset. If you don't change the way you think,
Well, we
You can bring it
already
in
talked
Dr.
about
Roxanne
this needs to be
Contee
back
show.
in the
Wait a
schools.
minute, y'all.
Roxanne. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Earl, and good morning, Brett.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
good.
We all right. We just are you looking at the show? Cause we just
Talking about gun
we talking
violence.
about gun thing right now.
Yeah, it's about the children bus stop, the gun violence.
Yes.
And the shooting and killing.
Brett was saying about how these kids need something to do.
Right.
And it's not that they don't have nothing to do, because there are programs in place.
Yes.
There are programs in place, maybe not enough, but these children go out to these programs and they cut up and
Right.
they shoot and
Right.
they do this violence. So it's not necessarily that. And when the age of accountability come into play,
Right.
they know the difference between right and wrong.
Right.
And that starts from
That's right. And
home.
it starts from home. Yep. It starts from home on a lot of things.
People, they build playgrounds and they go out there, they tear it up, and then people want to blame, when they don't never do nothing for us. We're the ones that's tearing it up.
Right. Yes. And I believe everything you said.
We want to put it on everybody else. What are we doing?
Yeah. Well, thank you, Marguerite. I really appreciate your comments. Was wonderful. You're right. I believe in that. I think it starts also with the parents. Look in their closets. Look in their drawers. See what these kids have. Because a lot of parents don't know what these kids are bringing home. And they don't know what's going on. They have to take account. Especially the ones that's minors. These minors, we just killing each other.
And-
14, 15 years old are killing one another. And 16. Yes.
Yes.
And show more love.
They know right or
Yeah.
wrong.
Right. Well,
They know the difference between right and wrong.
right.
This stuff could be a whole. This is a whole show.
It's a whole
Some-
show.
this
This
is a
right
whole
here could be a
show.
whole
Some
show.
kids don't know because the
Right.
parents not teaching them right
Right.
from wrong. Some
Right.
kids are parents are raising the
Right.
children, raising children.
Mm-hmm.
They watch TV, play games, yes, but you do know right and wrong.
Right. Some of them do.
So you
Well,
think the
that's why
National
we
Guard
had-
should come in?
You know not to walk in front of a moving car,
Yeah. Right.
and the parents ain't teach you that.
Right.
But
Well, thank you. Because we have to our question session is over, but we want to thank you, Marguerite, for all because everything you said is so true. And we just want to thank you because the time is flying. We have to have our guests to come on soon. So, no.
No.
But thank you for your
Yeah,
call.
thank you so much for your call. And you're right. They should. Everything they messing up everything, and they need to put prayers in the schools, like Earl said. They need to start back to doing that again. And yes,
Prayers definitely.
And stiffer laws too.
stiffer laws. Yep.
All right, bye.
All right. Bye bye. Thank you.
And put more money into education rather than institution.
Thank you.
We definitely need a
Yes.
definitely need a
Education,
part
yes,
two.
Yes.
You got to put more money into that because.
Right.
Oh, we will have actually.
It's a plethora of things
Actually,
you have
and
to do
March
to
the
stop
30th is
violence.
the next show.
Another issue, yeah.
March the 30th is the next show. So we will continue this conversation.
Yeah, we need
This
to.
will be good.
Yeah.
This is a conversation by itself, everyone. We can talk about this all day
Yeah.
long because of what's going on out here now. And we have to keep the children and everybody in prayer, not just the children, because they're not caring who they shoot. They're not caring. Okay, you know how they say bulls don't have a name? It doesn't. So we just have to pray for the whole nation, pray for everyone.
And my answer is
Keep them in
no.
prayer.
I don't think they should come in. So.
All right. Well, we'll talk.
I
All right,
say no,
guys.
too.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
Those of you remember
Yeah.
Melvin Floyd?
That's enough?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
He stopped a lot of that stuff.
Right.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, alrighty.
All right, we get ready to introduce our queen, SiSi Dash, and Mr. Dave Wilkes, who had 20-something years. Oh my goodness, what is that? 21 years, Mr. Dave now?
Wilkes Production, right?
Yeah.
25 years as a pageant director. All right. All right. Hello. Good morning. Nice to see you. Look beautiful as usual.
You.
All right. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself first? Sis? Tell us a little bit about you.
So, SiSi Dash from Philadelphia.
Okay.
I am the 2023 Big Beautiful Women of Wilkes Productions Big Beautiful Women International Pageant Queen,
All right.
as well an R&B recording artist,
Yeah.
and songwriter. So,
Wow. Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
She's not just the queen. She has a lot going on. Wow. So, and you was also in a play recently. You doing plays and everything
yes,
too?
I have been working with John Grace
Yeah.
Productions for the last few years. So I've been in a few of his shows,
Yeah.
and upcoming, he's
Yeah.
going to be releasing his first
Wow.
short film, The People Pray. So I will be featuring one of my songs as part of his soundtrack.
Nice.
So that's one of the latest projects there.
Well, let me tell y'all, when she was at the boxing event for Mr. Dave, she sang the national anthem. Oh my goodness, she tore that up. I tell you, she could sing. I mean, I'm not gonna put you on the spot and say sing for us right now, but she can actually sing.
Thank
So if
you.
y'all know, y'all better look
Yeah,
her up.
standing
I
ovation.
mean, that's right.
Thank
Yes, she's great. All right, now who is the guy next to you? What is his name?
you.
Mr. Dave Wilkes. I would like to hear what's going on with you. And how did you get started with the pageant?
Okay.
He said okay.
He's
He
best
said
friend.
okay.
It was in 1999 when I had my first pageant.
Oh wow.
And I've been having them every year since then. I mean, except for when years were interrupted, like the
Yeah, because of
pandemic and stuff
COVID.
like that. But I've been doing them every year, so it's an annual pageant.
Yeah.
And it has expanded to being an international pageant because I have contestants coming from different countries
Wow.
to compete. So
Yes.
it is an international pageant,
Yeah.
whether you knew it or not. But anyway, I don't know what year it was. I can't remember the exact year. But one of my winners was murdered by her boyfriend. So
Yeah.
we
So
decided,
sad.
after that, we decided to make our pageant platform bringing awareness to domestic abuse.
Yes.
Because people be getting abused and nobody knows about it. Because this lady was like one of the most pleasant people you ever want to meet.
Right.
And we didn't even know that once she get home, her world changed.
Yes.
She was living in fear and in danger because, well, of course it was danger because
Yes.
he killed her eventually. But
Yeah.
he was beating her and stuff
Sad.
like that. Nobody knew because she was too pleasant. You know?
Yeah. She never let nobody know exactly what was going on with her, right?
No.
She didn't want nobody to know.
No.
Yeah.
And who knows why that is? Sometimes girls get beat into thinking they in love.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
they don't want to tell them because they love them. You know? And then some are fearful. They don't want to tell because they're afraid of them.
Right.
But
Right.
whatever the case is, you have to tell somebody.
You have to tell somebody. You do. I
If
mean.
you want to get out of it, you have to tell your family or the
Yeah.
police or somebody.
Yeah, you have to mention it because, I mean, you know, because that could have saved life. You tell somebody right away, and you leave right away. Because a lot of people don't leave because they say, was my fault. A lot of them think it's their fault, the reason why they're getting beat up by their significant other. and that's why they need to speak up.
And they probably think
that's,
it's okay.
And that's definitely a show by itself.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about domestic violence, because a lot of women, we don't even know. They'll tell you, "Oh, I've been abused before." You would never know, you know, that they have been. Yeah.
You know, and somehow they cover up the wounds and scars.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know how, but
With foundation and stuff.
Yeah.
something they do, because if somebody's beating on you
Mhm.
constantly, I mean, you're going to show. It's got to
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Mhm.
But whatever the case is, we would just like to bring awareness to it.
Yes.
To let people know that there are women being abused,
Yes, right.
and believe it or not, there are men being abused too.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
abuse is not always physical.
Right.
Yep.
You know,
Sure.
a woman can abuse you with her tongue. I mean,
That's both
women
ways.
can say some terrible things to a guy because they do that because that's their way of fighting back.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't physically.
They might
beat
say
them,
something
so
terrible. Yeah, yeah, woman, yeah.
they can't-
I'm not saying. Look, I'm just laughing because they can. I mean, they can say some stuff to make you want to cry.
Men can be abusive too,
Yeah,
be verbally abusive too, but that's not their weapon.
Yeah.
Their weapon is they beat on you,
They
but,
beat on-
but a
yeah.
woman can't beat the man, so she used her mouth to beat him.
Well, you might have some women that can beat the man.
Yeah, I know, because
Yeah.
I also train fighters and boxers, and I teach all my nieces to box. So if a man beat on them, it's because she wanted them to.
You want them to.
Because they can defend themselves. I make sure
Right.
they can defend themselves.
But that happens,
That's
like
great.
you said, yeah.
That's very important.
When I was looking at something on Facebook, it was so funny. The lady was like all the way up top, like she was so tall, maybe about 6 feet, 6'5", and the man was like 4 something. And it said, "Honey, I haven't beat on you. Aren't you happy I haven't beat on you?" That's what the thing was saying, and it was funny because if he did try to beat on her, she would have got him for real. That was funny. It was comical. It was like a funny
The joke.
post, yeah,
So,
joke.
so what
Yeah.
we're trying to do is basically get more sponsors involved with our
Yeah.
pageant, because I mean we have a couple sponsors. FC Kerback at the Cadillac dealer in New
Yeah.
Jersey.
Okay.
They gave us some money.
Mhm.
Zinman Furs. They
Yes.
gave us a fur coat. Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
It's very good.
This lady right here won a fur jacket
Yes.
when she won the pageant.
Yes. Mhm.
She got a
Fur
was
jacket.
it purple lavender?
Pink.
Pink
Very
jacket.
pretty.
Mhm.
Fuchsia.
Yes.
A fuchsia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know all them colors, but like you ladies. But anyway,
Yeah.
it was a fox.
Yes.
Yeah, the fox fur.
All right.
So we appreciate what people give us for the pageant, because
Yes.
that's how we get prizes for the
Mhm.
winners. We get different businesses to give us prizes. So the
Mhm.
prizes could vary. They could be a lot of different things. You know,
Yeah.
some years we get cash. Like
Mhm.
the year I think before you won,
Mhm.
we gave $2,200
Wow.
because year 2022 was the first pageant after the pandemic.
Yeah.
So we
That
want
was
to-
because the sponsors was wow.
so we gave $2,200 and a fur coat too. So thanks to Zinman Furs and
Yeah.
FC Kerbeck.
Yeah.
Kerbeck gave us the money, and Zinman Furs gave us the fur.
Yes.
So we want to
Yes.
thank
All
Stephanie
right.
Kane for that. And also, we have, like I said, we have different prizes. One year we gave a 55-inch TV to somebody.
Yeah.
We get different things from
Yes.
different people.
Mhm.
And this year, I don't know what it's going to be until everybody give them all up.
Yeah.
So once we get all the prizes, then we'll know. But I just wanted to say, while she's here, I just wanted to say that we had I don't like talking negative, but we had a queen that wasn't so great as a queen. And I begged and I pleaded with the Lord to give me a better queen. And here she is.
All right.
Oh wow.
This lady has been
Yes.
this lady has been an excellent
Yeah.
queen. She make all her appearances that we set up for her. She even set up some for herself. I mean, so that she can
Right.
represent the pageant, which is what a queen should do.
Right.
And she's just been wonderful. And not only that,
Thank you.
she can
Yeah.
sing.
You can
Oh,
say
yeah,
yeah.
she sings.
She's
So
talented.
if
Yes.
you're looking for a singer, make sure you hit us up, and I'm gonna put you in touch with her manager, because I don't
Yeah.
have a singing career. But I'll put you in touch with her manager if you need
Yeah.
someone to sing.
Yeah.
But this lady is like phenomenal. I
Yes.
mean, it's just, and you know the biggest thing about this, And I don't even know, I guess all y'all notice it if you're looking at this. She is gorgeous.
Yeah.
We got a beautiful
Yeah.
queen.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but you on there. So,
All right.
that's all I wanted to
Yes.
say about the pageant.
Yeah.
And some of you ladies, the size 14, sign up. Go to the website. It's bbwpi.com.
And also, I want to mention myself. I'm the coordinator of the pageant for how many years now?
That's all the tough questions. I can't remember.
How many years I've been the coordinator?
remember
About
all that
5
stuff.
years.
5 years.
5 years.
I can't remember all
And
that.
trust me, being a coordinator is not easy, but I love it because I'm helping the ladies in the back get their stuff dressed and making sure they go out there looking good, you know, and make sure they try to see if they can win, and they got questions for 'em. We got question and answer sessions. So I am the coordinator, so I wanted everybody to know for Big Beautiful Woman International.
Yes.
All right?
So I also wanted to give you guys the phone number.
All right.
In case you want. Okay, I wanted to give you guys the phone number
Yes.
in case you wanted to contact us by phone. It's 1-8442 Wilkes. WILKES. 1-8442 Wilkes.
All right.
And SiSi
Thank you.
is definitely a lovely person.
Yeah.
Because I actually met her before the pageant.
Yes.
We were on set of the Cecil B. Moore.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Cecil B. Moore film.
Yes.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I thank you two for coming. And any more you want to say? Anything else you have to say, SiSi?
I would just say if I could promote as far as the music as well, because you'll
Yes.
find me through the website
Yes.
as Queen SiSi, but also on all social medias under SiSi Dash, and that's SiSi_DASH or www.cc-.com.
Well,
for
listen, y'all.
appearances.
Let her say it one more time because she can sing. So say it one more time so our audience can hear it.
Yes,
you know,
so
but-
for Instagram and Facebook, I'm CC-SISI_DASH, or you can find my website, www.cc-.com.
All right, wonderful.
And it's just in Spanish, CC.
Yes, it is.
So
CC,
yes,
yes,
for
yes.
CC.
Yes.
Quick question. Are you related to the lady from LaBelle?
Yeah, so I am
Ah.
cousins with Sarah Dash, former member of LaBelle,
Ah.
who has since passed on, but yes, I am a cousin of Sarah Dash
Wow,
as well. Yes.
wow.
And a few other Dashes that are in the
Wow,
industry.
wonderful. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
And you
for
keep
having
doing
us.
everything you do because you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
And you are. I talked to Mr. Dave a lot, and you are a great queen. You're doing a great job.
Thank you so
Yes, you
much.
are. So he was right about that. We love you. Yes.
It's been
All
a
right.
pleasure working with Dave Wilkes
Yes.
as well, yes.
Okay.
What was the Queen Wave?
Uh-huh.
We're gonna get to
The Queen Wave. Oh, the Queen Wave. Yes. All right. So now, thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Yep.
Yes.
So, because we got another guest that's coming on.
Okay.
And she will be coming on soon, right in a few. All right. Her name is Sharon Mctyson. Come on over, Sharon. Yes.
Lovely name.
Yeah, I love that skirt. Nice. Wonderful. Okay. How are you, Sharon?
I am awesome.
Awesome. Wonderful. Let's tell me a little bit about yourself, though.
Well, my name is Sharon Mctyson Pearson.
Yes.
I am originally from Jamaica.
Oh,
Beautiful
okay.
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
But I'm a naturalized citizen, so that would make me a Jamaican.
Yes. Yeah, right.
I am in the legal aspect of,
Mhm.
of life. Career-wise,
Yes.
do things in the legal field.
Right.
I'm also a realtor, notary public, but my passion
Okay.
is fashion.
Fashion. Yeah.
Fashion and, advocating
Mhm.
for, domestic, against domestic violence,
Okay.
so.
But that's a big topic. We talked about that. We said
Yes.
that can be brought all over. We can do that for the whole show. It could be like, a whole show for hours to talk about domestic violence.
Yes.
What made you decide to get into domestic violence?
Well, I wouldn't say as a victim. I would say as a victor.
Oh,
Because,
okay.
you know, I try not to use, I try to use my pain to, you know, as a passion,
Right.
to let my voice be some kind of strength to other people who, you know, doesn't have the opportunity or even the courage to let their voice be heard, you know. So one of the main reasons why I actually got so deeply involved with domestic violence is I was in a relationship that the domestic violence that I experienced take me to a point where I felt like I didn't want to be here anymore.
Wow.
But there was divine intervention, because on that particular day when I felt like I really don't want to be here anymore and was getting ready to do the worst, and I've asked God for forgiveness. My girlfriend, who knows that I was a little bit too silent for a couple of days, and she keep calling. So when I was getting ready to do something crazy, I don't want to do the she called, and I accidentally touched the phone and answered, but for a couple of days she was calling and I wasn't, and I answered the phone and she was like, Jade! And I felt like she saw me and what I was about to do, and then and she was like, Jade, what are you doing? And at that point I had no choice but to answer the phone, and that's when she knew I was at home, silently suffering.
We got a third caller.
Yes.
So being in a pageant, that helped come into play, right?
DrRoxanneContee show.
Well,
What did somebody call from? Hello, DrRoxanneContee show.
Been trying to get your show. My granddaughter's supposed to be on today, SiSi Dash, and I can't get it on any of the things that's on your advertisement.
Oh, okay. Did you go under Roxanne Contee?
I did.
You did. It should be on there on my page. And I think, are you on the SiSi? You on the SiSi? Are you on yours? Well, yeah. Go under my page, Roxanne Contee, and you should be able to get the program.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. She was the third caller. She was the third caller.
Hello?
She hung up. So, you want a ticket? Okay. All right. So you want a ticket? That was who was that? Your grandmother said? Her grandma. Wow. She won a ticket. So she was the third caller. So she will get a free ticket to DrRoxanneContee show, the fashion show that's coming up. All right. Okay. Go ahead. So what else? So about the domestic violence. So you got out of things, you know, on your own. You didn't get the help you needed. You just got out on your own.
I mean, with support after that, because and I just want to emphasize on this. When I said I use my pain and also what I've gone through to be able to help others who, because after my girlfriend came, and that to me was divine intervention. So I felt like, you know what, hey, you saved me, so you know I'm in it for the big odds. So I was the designer for her. It's called a Red, White, and Blue campaign that she's the advocate for people who have gotten the HIV virus from their partner, and of course you know that in itself is domestic violence. And so I was supposed to be a part of their group going to New York to do a transformation for 14 other women. And I had to muster up the courage, and I think that was the best and most fulfilling job that I've ever done as a designer, because when I got there, as much as I was still low, and because of the fact that I know that I have to let my pain become purpose. And when I saw the ladies that were there, they were all victim of it, being getting HIV from their partner, And when I saw how jovial and how whatever, I
Right.
said, wow, who am I?
Yeah.
Who am I
Yeah.
to be wallowing into anything when
Right.
these lady
They
here
want to stuff, right.
is going through pretty much a death sentence.
Yes.
You understand? If you
Yes.
could put it that
Yeah.
way. And and you know, to hear their stories and to
Right.
see how still they have such positive
Yeah.
and stuff. And after I transform a few
Mhm.
of them and stuff like that, I mean, I knew that my pain was purposefully, you know, so that
Yes.
in itself was
Mhm.
enough to let me know that, look here,
Mhm.
we are all going through something. We are all
Yes.
going
Everybody's
through it.
good. Yep.
And
Mhm.
we just have to do things to make a difference with
Yes.
purposeful intent.
Yes. Yes.
And
When we reach
Mhm.
out to do
Mhm.
whatever we are doing, it has to be
Purposeful.
purposeful.
Yes. Yes, it does.
And you're
make
the
a
first
big
right, and
Yes.
you're also
So-
the first runner-up in the
Yeah.
BBW
Yes. Yes.
pageant, and that also helps you get
Yes.
your
Yeah.
That
message
actually,
Right.
that actually was
Mhm.
one of the reasons why I even entered, because I've always been on the other side of pageantry where I'm the one that's
Oh,
doing
wow.
all the,
Okay.
you know.
Yes.
So for me, that was a big difference because
Right.
to compete. And with me, always being
Mhm.
so reserved because I don't want to be in the forefront.
Right.
I always want to be in the background, making everyone else
Yes.
beautiful
Yeah.
and making everyone else smile
Helping
and all
them,
that
right.
stuff. It was a challenge.
Yeah.
But I felt like I had to get into
Right.
it for real quick 3 purposes. My son,
Mhm.
my mom,
Yeah.
and the late great Renee.
Renee.
all
Oh
three,
yeah.
all three
Yes.
have passed on.
Yes.
And my mom always said, give yourself grace and be the best of who you are.
Yes.
And Renee always said,
She always did.
rise out of the ashes.
Yes.
And you
Yeah,
know,
Renee was a
soar
beautiful-
like an eagle. And my
Yes.
son always say,
Yeah.
live your life like it's golden.
Golden.
So
So you
I
living it
give
like it's
myself
gold.
grace
Mhm.
to rise out of the
Yes.
ashes
Oh, yeah.
and live my life like it's golden.
That's right. That's right. You gotta
Because
do
that's
that.
how life
Yeah.
is. It's so delicate.
Mhm.
Neither one of them are here.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
they're still giving me that
That's
push, that strength.
Yeah, keep
So,
going, and that's what they
yes.
want you to do. Keep
Absolutely.
going. Renee was, I tell you, Renee was.
She was amazing.
Yes,
She
was a
said,
beautiful-
let your voice be
Yes,
heard.
yes.
She was the first person who let me
Yes.
actually go publicly on her radio
Yes.
station, and I was a wreck. But after she eased me, she was like,
Yes.
don't silent
Don't-
no more.
Yeah,
You
come
can't
on out.
be silent.
But I like it. But look, you're
Yeah.
coming out. You're good. You're excellent. I mean, I love the way I feel. You know what you're telling me, and I feel what you're saying. And even though you said you was on hers before, and you was like probably a little shy, but you're doing great. I mean, and this is, you know, and I hope everyone's listening. I hope a lot of people are listening about, because domestic violence is very, very just out there. It's going on. Not just the violence, the gun violence. It's domestic violence is really out there. And ladies, if you're going through any of domestic violence, get help. Get help. And if a person hits you one time, they're going to do it again.
Yes.
Don't think that they won't do it again. Even though they say, oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. And, you know, and it's not your fault. When you get hit or you get abused, it's not your fault.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Don't ever blame
You have to
yourself.
say something.
You have to say
because
something.
if you take on the shame
Right.
and hide behind
Right.
protecting these people, you're the one
You're
that's
the one. Yeah.
is gonna
Mm-hmm.
you know, not live
Yeah.
to see,
See, right.
yeah, to see another day.
Well,
So,
I'm glad you brought that up, and I know that Mr. Dave and the Queen Sissy Dad brought that up also about the domestic violence, because it's out there, it's happening,
Yeah. Oh,
and
yes.
it's important.
more than
That's
you
a
know.
Good, yes,
More than you
it's
know.
good. All right, so we want to thank you,
Thank you so
It's a pleasure being here. It's a
Yes,
pleasure.
yes.
Thank you.
So we're going to have our next guest, Mr. Dave.
Dave,
You get the next guest.
you open the door?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. So our next guest will be coming soon. That was good. You know, to hear about the pageant, the Big Beautiful. It's going to be September 8th. So anybody who still want to sign up for the pageant, also you can do so. You can inbox me. You can inbox Mr. Dave Wilkes. You can inbox Stephanie Kane. just inbox any of us, if you would like to be a part of the pageant. The pageant has been there for 25 years. So, and also, who just came on, remember that Sharon just came on. She talked about domestic violence, and that's her platform also. She wants everybody to be aware of what's going on out there and be aware of all the abuse that's going on, because a lot of people don't realize and understand what's going on. So
true.
So we're going to definitely have our next guest to come on. All right. And Nicole is her name, Nicole Streets.
Hi.
How you doing? How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Wonderful. Well, we're glad to have you on, Nicole. She's also part of Win-Win, and Tiffany Harris has started that group. That's a beautiful group with ladies, talking about anything that's going on. First of all, they put God first, and that's a wonderful thing, because that's what they do. They put God first. And, so that's a wonderful group to look into for Win-Win for Tiffany Harris.
Yes.
All right. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. First of all, thank you, Dr. Fox, for
Yeah.
having me today. My name is Nicole Streets. I'm a business coach and consultant. I help with personal and professional development. I also do the story behind the brand, where we interview entrepreneurs, dreamers, executives. We highlight what they're doing to help the community in different ways. So, yes, that's what I do.
Oh, okay. So when you say to help the community, like help them with
Empowerment, motivation, inspiration.
All right.
We're living in, kind of shaky times. So
Yes,
any
we
type
are.
of positivity and motivation that you can capture to help uplift your spirit or
Right.
to feel inspired to continue, we try to highlight that and show the people that's doing it. And also, what makes us different is we also talk about not just the person but the outcome.
Right.
Like, what is the program or the product or service that you provide? How is it helping people?
Right.
So, and we also acknowledge the team behind the person.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people don't know,
Yes.
how fabulous you look. There's
Yeah.
somebody that helped you put that, maybe you put together, but
Yeah.
there's always somebody behind you that's,
My husband would say, "Oh,
there you go.
he
Yeah.
put it together, but he didn't." He would say that to you. He'll say, "Oh, I dressed for," but he didn't. Yeah, but yes, but that's wonderful. What was your creative process like, though? You on doing it? Your best creative process like?
As far as the story behind the brand?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're 4 months in. What I like about the creative process is each story behind the brand has a theme. So the person that we're interviewing, they usually have an area of specialty where they specialize in. And so the creative part is capturing that, finding out what it is that they want to do with their mission, and really like implementing it throughout the event. So the creative process is, for example, for this month is families and communities. We're honoring Y'all McKay, who is a part of not Cross Street Legends. That was last month. Security for the city of Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
And he also has other businesses, but he wants to bring tools to the community on mental health and things
boy,
that.
that's another story too. That's another show. That's good though that you put that up. Go ahead.
Mental health and different strategies that you can use to help you with coping with trauma. Because even if you don't have trauma in yourself, it's all around. So just equipping these people in the community with tools that can help them with dealing with it.
How did you get started? Like, what made you get into this profession? Like,
Okay, so I went to school for business, but I also worked 20 years in social services. So as a woman of God, we're women, we serve, we want to help. So for me, I love seeing people win. I love to capture that. So I started many years ago doing empowerment events and expos and networking events. After becoming a mom, I slowed up, but I got right back to it. So with the story behind the brand, we kind of included entrepreneurs and leaders as a way of being able to put together a networking event, but also to put in the empowerment part by interviewing them and finding out the story behind the brand. And we usually, you know, have like food. We usually have the networking part. Yes. So it's like a day party. It's like a day party. It's fun.
So when is your next event?
March the 23rd.
Oh, okay. Did y'all hear that? March the 23rd. How can anybody contact you about your event?
Sure. So the tickets are on Eventbrite. They're $45. And then if you want to be a sponsor or vendor, it's $100. We're expecting a lot of people to come. We're going to have doctors there, experts, nonprofit organizations. I just had to meet with the Urban Affairs Coalition. They're going to be setting up some tables there. Because, you know, they do the admin part. Once you get the grants for the nonprofit, they help you with managing. So a lot of people that I do work with or know are nonprofit owners. Well, they are in the nonprofit service space. So this would be a good opportunity for them to come out and learn about resources and, you know, grants, resources for grants and all of that.
Wow. That sounds great. Sounds good. I mean, you know, I met you at with Tiffany Harris's when she had her event with the women empowerment. And then, we got another caller. Let's see what it is. Dr. DrRoxanneContee Show.
Hi, this is Showtime the Hype Man. Wanted to give you a shout
All
out.
right.
How you doing, Dr. Rock? I'm watching the show. Y'all doing a fabulous job. And also, I want to give away 2 free tickets to the choice on July the 6th, lit in AC to 2 of your lucky guests, or they can go to the Mother Day Music Festival show where I can get 2 tickets. So that is your choice of your guests, whoever call up.
Okay.
The first person to call can win 2 free tickets to the Mother Day Music, even though that's your show where a lot of audience may not can make it to Dr. Rock Mother Day Fashion Show. The buzz around the city of Philadelphia that your show is going to be phenomenal. Everything that you're doing, your modeling, your fashion, your character, your value has went higher than where God is allowed to go. So I just want to give a shout out to you and give away.
Thank you.
So if you want to give away tickets to your fans, but they have to call the radio station and let them know that Platinum Entertainment along with Cosmo Rail Network, that is one of the biggest promoters, want to donate 2 tickets to your choice.
All right. Yeah, so Sharon, she's like, I'm about to call up.
Call up.
Sharon, like, I'm about to call up. So did y'all hear? Anybody here? You call up, you can win a ticket to the Platinum Entertainment for in Atlantic City. So call up, callers. You know, call up if you want, like,
Music Festival.
in the beauty festival.
The guest that's going to be there, Kim, SWV.
Yep.
Also,
Kim,
and
SWV.
my boys and my brothers from Baltimore, Trueville, also on April the 6th. We got Rick Ross and all the hip-hop, greatest hip-hop of all time.
All right.
It's on April the 6th. So those who want to win them tickets, you got to call Dr. Rock Radio Station. My name is Showtime the Hype Man. I see y'all.
All right, they want to know. Everybody wanted to know. Since they on the show, do they win the chicken? Since they on the show.
Yes.
It sounds nice, and I know that all the
Give me my phone.
and we're watching your show. We just want to help Dr. Rock and build her rate where Dr. Rock will be giving away tickets every month now. So y'all models get ready because we taking Dr. Rock show to a whole new level.
All right.
So I know that for my haters that are watching me, Dr. Rock and Showtime.
Yes.
They saying this, Dr. Rock, we want to wish you in prayer and the best of luck.
Thank
in
you.
your career.
Oh, we got a caller. We got a caller.
Tell
Showtime.
them to take a
Let
straight.
me get this call. All right.
Go ahead. Who called? Okay, go ahead.
Tell them to
Dr. DrRoxanneContee Show.
Yes, good morning, Miss Contee, Dr. Rock.
Oh, how you doing? Double D.
Double D is here, that's right, for sure.
You want a ticket for Showtime Platinum Entertainment? You called up, so we gotta get in contact with Showtime so he can give you the tickets for that.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, Double D.
Yeah, listen, I like the content of the conversation you guys are having this morning.
Thank you.
That mental disease thing, I know you said it was another show.
Oh, yeah.
But we are suffering with it.
Yeah.
I mean, terribly.
you know what I mean, in our generations and the generations behind us, because we're seeing things that we should never see. We're hearing things that we should have never heard. And this is growing up as kids.
Yeah.
And the world is so dysfunctional.
Yeah.
A dysfunctional house, a dysfunctional world, what you think about us.
Yeah.
Right.
And a lot of us, and the majority of us have mental disease to some power.
Yeah.
It may not be as bad as somebody else's, but we all suffer from it. Like
Yeah.
I said, you can have a two-parent house, and it's inside the house just as well as a one-parent house.
Right.
This is something that they're talking about, but what are they doing about it?
Right.
And that's what we do.
Yes.
That's the real key there. We already know that.
You talk about, but what you doing about it? Right.
Talking about it is nothing.
That's what I always say. Action is an action word. You got to do stuff, and it starts with our community. It starts with the our officials who we vote for,
And it starts from talking
and it starts with our parents, because a lot of kids are going out there. First of all, it was a curfew when I was coming up. We were not allowed to be out. Them lights go off, you in the house. Now it's not like that anymore. Like the kids are all over the place, and it's sad because they don't have no curfew for them, and they need to. Yeah.
Nothing. And the thing about it is, when we lost the concept of marry before you carry, I mean, I'm quite sure everybody that you get in a relationship with, you may not want to be their husband, but at the same time, don't make children with these men. How about that?
Yes.
Because they're the ones that suffer.
Yes.
Just because you get whatever you think you're going to get from him a month or whatever, the child's not in his life, or he's not in the child's life, it's killing us.
Right.
Seriously. We got more black women running more households across America than any other nationality.
Well, you know what, D?
It shows you how strong
Right.
you are.
Thank you so much, D. You really had a good topic you brought up, and we really appreciate you call. Trust me, you did. You know, you was the fourth caller, so you won a ticket to Platinum Entertainment.
All right. So do I get in contact with you guys? Or
Yes.
do I contact
You Showtime.
No, get in touch with y'all.
And us too, yeah. Yep.
I have to call his show?
No, you already won. You won a ticket, so we'll talk about that when I'll call you later about it. More so.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
And see him,
Yes.
tell him to come
Thanks,
to the
Deborah.
event.
Yes. Oh, to the bed.
If he's
All
still,
right.
if he's
Um,
still on.
Yeah, Sharon. Oh, okay, Sharon. Did you?
He's looking at the event. He can tell.
Oh, you wanted her to? You want to? You want to say something else? Cause she's.
Oh no, I was just going to say if you're
Thank you.
interested in supporting the event, tickets are on Eventbrite,
Yes.
and it's called The Story Behind the Brand.
Mm-hmm.
And we just want people like the brother that called in to
Yeah.
come because we can't just wait for the police. They said
Yeah.
that the other day it was 7 children shot at the bus stop.
Yes.
And they got on the news and they
Crazy
said
enough.
this. And we already was
know.
planning this event.
Mm-hmm.
But they said that we can't do it by ourselves. We need
No, we
the community
can't. We
help.
can't.
So this is our way.
That's what we was just talking about. Actually, you know, we need the community to step up to the plate, not just everybody. We need people to come on in and step up.
And
These
donate.
kids are getting killed. These kids are dying out here. They are not caring who they, and then it's the kids that's doing it. You know, and it's sad. A lot of the kids are doing it, so we need to get together and handle that.
And I love what you said, Dr. Rossi, holding them accountable. I feel like,
Accountable, yes.
you know, nowadays, I was at the store the other day and the kids was cursing. And I said, y'all know better than be speaking like that.
Yes.
I still say something, but I think that we don't say anything anymore. Like you said,
Right.
you know, they don't have consequences. So we got to get back to, you know, some type of consequences and holding them accountable and saying stuff because it's not right. You know, it's wrong, you know.
Yeah, it's very wrong. But this is the world we live in. I mean, it's the world we live in. I mean, the things that's going on, you know. And it's really, like, sad because I worked in high schools and years for years. And the thing of it is I always been partial to the boys because I had a son. And I used to tell me, you don't want to be a statistic out there. Get this education. I would have conversations with them, you know, and they would like listen to me, and they were like, "You right, Dr. Rock, you know, Dr. C." Well, they call me Dr. C in school because the kids can't pronounce my name, but if they do pronounce it, sometimes they pronounce it all different. So I said, just call me Dr. C. So, but they, you know, they used to listen to me, and they said, "Wow, you know, I really don't hear this from my mom, and thank you." You know, that I really believe you care, Doctor. And that's what they'll say to me when I was in the high school level. Because a lot of them in high school, that's what's happening. They in high school, and they have one little beef with one person, and they want to come after them now. One little, you looked at me wrong. Oh, I'm coming after you. Or I mean, like stuff that's really, really like that you can settle it with just talking it out. But they don't settle it like that no more. And that's the sad part.
Can I say something too? Yana's going to be talking about brain development because we did a podcast yesterday on some of the brain is not really mature.
Yes.
And so that's a part of it. And then if you have trauma, it just makes it worse. So we got to start to look at stuff on a deeper level. And I think that's what Brother Will Little, he teaches emotional intelligence. Because it helps you like with thinking before you respond.
Right.
At least he's trying. So there are a lot of people that are with you on this journey, and I'm trying to help with the story behind the brand on the business level, bringing people together and helping us. Yes,
you are. Yes, and that's a good thing. Yes, you're helping out. But like it just it's out there. Like I said, and the prayers in school, bring it back. Because a lot of kids don't know who God is. They don't know who God is because they never was taught who God. And if they knew God, it would be a better world. It would be a better world. We would love more, show more love to each other, show more kindness towards one another, forgiveness for one another. But we won't have that. We don't know who God is.
Well, let's just say the truth. We suffer from identity crisis.
Yes, that's another. Yes.
We are more than our hair. We are more than our clothes. We are more than. These material things. We are royalty, and we were talking about value yesterday. People don't value people. They don't value themselves. But once we start to teach people who they really are and the value that they have, then we will be better. And we are children of God.
Yes,
so
we are.
I'm not ashamed to say it. I love God.
Hey, I'm not ashamed to say it either. I mean, I love God. I know everybody has their own religion, but at the end of the day, we serve one God. Everybody have their own religion. Some people, they don't believe, and they atheists, but my thing is, I am a believer. And if it wasn't for God, I would not be here today. And I can tell everybody that all the time, I would not be here. I have a testimony. It's so funny because my testimony was, I had hurt my arm, and I was in a sling for like a whole week. I was like, oh no. I said, God, talk to God. I said, look, I got a show coming up. I got a lot of things going on. I don't know. How can I look? I had to have my husband help me get dressed. And that wasn't like me. Look, I'm like, I do my own getting dressed. And I had to get him to help me. Even if it was match Mac, I just told him put it on anyway.
No, I'm just saying. You be mixed match. You represent me.
Well, he was helping me. He said you represent. So, so he was doing a lot of helping me. Then I had a prayer before I went to the orthopedic doctor. I said, God, you already got this arm. I'm leaving it in your hands. I went to the orthopedic doctor. The orthopedic doctor said, you don't even need that sling on. You don't need none of that. Your arm is going to get better on its own. And all you need to do is just keep the faith. And look, I can move this arm like nothing ever happened. That's the testimony. Now, that's the testimony. Coming from 4 days with a sling on to...
Yes, he won't he do it?
Yes, he will. And that, so that's my testimony. And I have a testimony for my whole life, but that's one of my testimonies. So I had to mention that.
Piggyback on mind development. Your mind don't develop until 25. So that's why we got to help the kids.
Right.
They manipulated by bad people and bad things.
Amen.
So us that are elderly and know what's right from wrong is to teach the kids.
Yeah.
And I work with kids too, as for years.
Yeah.
And I always tell them something positive.
Yeah.
And as Dr. Rock was a teacher, she knows too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we both got a lot of years in, Earl and I both have a lot of years in working with children. I have 39 altogether now, 39 years of working with children. And I say that because at 30 years I retired and came back. I went back, so I've been doing it for 9 more years. And he has been also with children for 36 years now?
Yes.
36 years.
38 to be exact.
38. He tells me every year he's going to retire, but he hasn't yet.
But the kids need help.
Oh, I'm going to retire, but he wants to stay, and it's fine. And I said, good, that's good. Okay, stay for the children because it's about the children. If everybody realized the reason why we work every day, because the kids. If it wasn't for the kids, we would not have a job. That's why these children, understand these children come first.
They're the future.
They are our future. And we have to have patience with the kids. You know, you have kids that have problems out there. What you need to do is say to the kid, let's talk. Let's talk about it. You'll be surprised if you talk about it, you'll find out more about what they're going through.
And I was going to say, too, to piggyback off of that, when you get them by themselves.
Yeah,
That's when they're in groups, because I worked in residential. And a lot of times they want attention, and they want negative attention. But when you get them by themselves, you really find out that they're just great people. And they're just hurting inside.
Hurting inside, yeah. You don't know what they're going through. A lot of people are going through a lot of things that they don't want to talk about, they haven't talked about, you know. I know we getting ready to wrap it up because it's almost that time. We have like 11:54. Oh, sure, you always can come back. We always can have you back, definitely. But I just want to piggyback on something. It was a girl that the teachers were saying. Oh no, we got a caller. Wait a minute.
That's great.
DrRoxanneContee show.
Hello.
Hello, DrRoxanneContee show.
Hey, Dr. Rock. You know what? I'm just sitting in the car with my daughter. We is just loving everything that you guys are saying, the open conversation. I'm just loving your show today.
Thank you. Shay, that's Shay Monroe, Woman's Journey to Life. You know, everybody knows Shay Monroe. She's a woman's journey to life, and she's a blessed person, and she puts God first also. So thank you for calling up, Shay.
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you guys for really just, being honest with the conversation. Even a conversation about kids.
Yes.
They have to be redirected. You guys giving your heart to them.
Yes.
And truly, like Earl said, Earl, I just have to say, you are hired today.
You're hired today, Earl.
Thank you. I appreciate
He's hired.
that.
Thank you for hiring. He hasn't been fired lately.
That's right.
He hasn't been fired lately. He's been good. He's been doing good. No, you didn't fire him. No, he's been good. All right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for calling. No, Earl's been doing good.
Right?
Yeah, he's been a good, definitely a good manager. My manager has been good. He hasn't been fired yet.
Nope, not today.
Not today.
Slash DJ, I'll bring my music next time.
Maybe other times, but he hasn't been fired today. All right, so we want to thank you for coming, Nicole. Thank you so much. You did a wonderful job. You keep doing what you do.
Doing what you're doing.
And you mentioned about coming on again. You will be able to come on again. We'll set it up for another time, okay?
And can I give my number just in case they want
Yes,
to?
yeah, do that.
Okay, again, I'm Nicole Streets. I'm on Instagram, Nicole L Streets. Please follow me. I need y'all support. I want y'all to come out. And my phone number, I'll give it only because I trust y'all, 267-235-2039. And I hope to see y'all at the Story Behind the Brand in March. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
Dr.
All right.
Thanks for coming out.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to end this show. Thank y'all for tuning in. All my guests, all my supporters. I really appreciate you. Love you all. And thank you. Till March the 30th will be my next show. All right. Thank you. You're welcome.